Hello students and welcome to BAD 1113, which is Introduction to Business. My name is Matt Searle and I will be your instructor for this class. I wanted to do this video just to kind of introduce you to the class and get you acclimated to what we're going to do in this semester. First of all, I've been teaching this class for a pretty good while now and I really enjoy teaching it. There's a lot of really good concepts in this class, some things that can help you as a student of business, or even if you're not a student of business, to become more proficient with regard to terms and concepts of business. And so this is a really good, well-rounded introductory class that I think you'll find very interesting. There are a lot of things in this class, assignments, and things that we'll do that are fun. And things that I think you will enjoy along the way, and not only that, I think they'll help you to learn. It'll give you a really good foundation for business as you proceed into your other classes, if you're a business major or an accounting major, or at least give you a good idea of what business is about if you're not one of those majors. It'll also give you some really good information if you think that one day you may want to begin a business or build a business. This will be a very good class for things such as that. How do you get started in this class? First, I want to kind of tell you that if you don't already know, or if you've not taken an online class before, that typically online classes run from Monday to Sunday of each week. So, in other words, when a module opens up, it'll begin on Monday typically, and all of your assignments will, again, typically be due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Now, there are some exceptions to that. The discussions that I have in this class, I have them due on a Friday. But the assignment is not over until Sunday, because I have you type out a discussion, and then I want you to post about other students' discussions as well, kind of comment on your classmates' discussions. And those will be due on Sunday. So kind of a little bit of a difference in when things are due, but generally all of your assignments are due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Now, something that I do, for those of you who want to work ahead, I do open up a module early. So each week, the module for the next week will open on a Friday. Will open on the Friday before. So if you've worked ahead and you're done with that week's module, then you may begin on Friday with next week's module. I do want to let you know about that. I think that can be of benefit to some of you who want to work ahead. And so you can do that in this class. And so again, I want you to be aware of that. I'll get comments at times, how do I succeed in your class? What are some things that I can do to be a good student in your class? Number one, read your book. I've got a lot of notes and things in the class for you, but you've got to read the book. I cannot stress that enough. You have to be able to put away some time to read the chapters in your book. I'm not going to cover every single thing that's in that book, but there will be some things in the book that will help you to learn. And there will be some things in the book that will be on your exams. So you've got to read the chapters. It is very vital that you read the chapters in the book. Another thing I provide you with is notes, lecture notes. I have lecture notes for every chapter. You'll find those in each module. I also have lecture videos where I have provided you with a lecture video going over some of the major topics that are of importance in each module. Another thing I have is a module specifically for study guides. I will continually have students ask me, do I have a study guide for your exams? And you do. There is a module specifically set aside for study guides. So be sure to find that module early on and go ahead and begin working on your study guides in advance. You do not want to wait until the night before the exam to start working on your study guide, because again, this is not a study guide where I give you answers to the test. This is a study guide where you have to go and you look over the topics that are there. and you have to do some research and some answering on that study guide in order to have a study guide to study by. Another thing I would tell you is do your homework. Very easy grade. The homework assignments are not difficult. They're engaging. They're interesting. But the homework assignments are not all that hard. They're easy grades for you. Do not miss your homework assignments. Please do not miss your homework assignments. Do your assignments, and again, do them exactly as instructed. I'll routinely, in an assignment, I may say, give me a 500-word paragraph or essay on something. And I'll routinely have somebody give me a 300-word. Well, that's not acceptable. You're not going to get full credit. So follow the assignment exactly as it is stated. Also, I have quizzes each week. I have provided a quiz for each chapter in the modules. And these quizzes will help you prepare for your exams. I've given you multiple two attempts at each quiz, and I'll take the highest grade. They are graded quizzes. They're open book, but you need to utilize these quizzes as a method for studying for your exams because some of these questions will be very similar to what you'll see on the exams. And so take these quizzes seriously. They don't count for a lot in terms of your grade. They are graded, but what they do is they prepare you for the exams that you will be seeing later. Another thing that I have is practice videos. At the end of the semester, you have a final project that is fun. I don't want to scare you. It is a video, and I don't want you getting out of this class after you hear this video, but you will prepare a video, but it is fun. It's a fun assignment. It's an assignment that most students tell me later, that was the funnest assignment that I did all year in your class. So I have that there, and I don't want you to be scared about it. But to prepare you for that final project, I give you 3 practice videos throughout the semester for you to work on and to practice on. And these will help you with your final project. I encourage you to take advantage of those. They are not graded. They will go towards some participation grade at the end of the semester, and may even be some extra credit for you. But you do not have to do those, but they are there for you to help you practice for that final project. And so that's why they're there. There is a discussion board module set up in this class. This is a module specifically set aside, or a discussion board specifically set aside for you as classmates to discuss with one another some of the topics that we're talking about in class. The only thing I ask is that you do not discuss tests in this discussion board. If you talk about a test in this discussion board, then obviously you're going to receive a 0 for that test. So don't discuss the test on these discussion boards. But anything else is fair game. If you see an article that you like and you want to share it with the class, share it there. If you want to ask the class a question, something you're having trouble with, then share that question there, because others are probably having the same sorts of questions. I'll be monitoring that periodically, and if I see a question, I'll be sure to answer that question. And you guys can respond to each other in that board. But that is there for your classroom discussion on general topics. It's no grade, nothing of that sort. It's just for you to get together as a group of classmates and discuss things. Contact information. You'll see on the home page all of my contact information. There's a telephone number there and all of that. But I will tell you that, and I think other students will tell you, I'm very accessible through email. Generally, I can help students work out any problem that they have through email. Because this is not my only job, I can't sometimes answer the phone when you call. But if you send me an email, I can almost always answer in a pretty quick amount of time. Always in 24 hours, but almost always I will answer an email before the night is over with. So be sure to utilize email, because you may not always get me on the telephone. So utilize email as much as possible. how to start, or where do I go to get started? Maybe your last question, or that's my final discussion point with you tonight. Um, Begin with the online orientation module. Um, I can't stress how important it is that you go get this done quickly. Go as soon as you have the opportunity to the online orientation module and complete it. Now, you may have completed this in another class that you're taking, and if you have, you still got to go through the steps in my class to enter the information to prove that you've taken this quiz. So be sure to go and do that immediately, because you can't proceed into this class until that is done. And I will tell you, there are some assignments due at the end of this week. And you can't get to those assignments until you've completed the online orientation module. So be sure to go do that as soon as possible. Once you've done that, you can go into the important course information module and view all of those things. Some very, very good information in that module that you're going to want to review and take a look at. So be sure to go right into that. And then once you're done with those two, you can proceed right into Module 1. And again, go ahead and get some assignments done, or get those assignments done for week 1. Now, once you open week 1, you may feel a little overwhelmed when you see what's there. Every week is not like week 1. There's just a few things in week 1 we've got to get done, and then it'll be pretty simple from that point forward. Again, I'm very thankful that you have taken this class. I'm looking really forward to teaching you and working with you in this class. I truly think that you will enjoy this. If you apply yourself in this class, you can get whatever grade you want. And so I just encourage you to do that. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Again, email is most preferred. But I'm here to help you, so if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Thanks, and I look forward to a good semester.